All right, this time we're going to do a video on the daily quest in Duvencrune. And I'm already here in Duvencrune. If you don't know where this is, it's pretty easy to get to. If you can already get to Garmouth here, then it's really just kind of down the road a little bit, and it's a pretty safe path between here and Calfian. It's not a whole lot of daily quests. They don't take a huge amount of time to do. But first thing I'm going to do when I got here is I have a whole bunch of fish in my inventory, so I'm going to sell them to the trading guy here. Going to put my trading clothes on for a minute, and we'll go ahead and see how well I do on my bargaining here for a moment. Nope. Try it again. There we go. Ah, pretty good. So we'll go ahead and sell all those suckers out. And I do this for two reasons. This is a bunch of fish I caught in Calfian. I tend to do the same thing. I'll fish a bunch, then I'll head over to another town and do some of the quests in the area because I'm trying to get that desert trade buff there. All right, so now that that's over with, I'm going to go ahead and switch to my normal armor here just because I'm not going to be fishing. And we're going to run over to the bank. And I'm going to grab a few things out of here, organize my stuff first. I'm going to grab one of these straw baskets. I'm going to grab a piece of the thuja plank. And I don't need to get knitting yarn because one of the first quests that we're going to do is going to give me this. And these are going to be used by some of the quests. Oh, one more thing I forgot. Llama meat. Stockpile some llama meat. You don't have to have tons. Just, I'd get about a dozen. That's going to last you 12 days. So, all right. Now that we're ready to go, let's jump on the horse. And we use the horse for quite a bit of the quests here, unlike Calfian. This is a lot more open and easy to get around in with a horse without having to get hung up on too many things. And we're going to talk to this guy here and just kind of basically, again, spamming that R key. And he gives me an auto path, so we'll go ahead and follow that. And we're going to go kill 3 um, rockroot armadillos. They're really easy to kill. They'll basically one-shot them. If you have a weaker attack, it'll just take 2. No biggie. Actually, we'll just run up there quicker. And you only need 3 of them. There's nothing dangerous up here. Right up here, leap off the horse, and there's one right there. We'll kill that one, blow that one up, and oh, see, I'm surprised. And there's one more right there, so we'll just go ahead and nuke him too. All right, so that's our 3. Go ahead and oh, jump back on the horse. There we go. And we'll go ahead and get back to that quest guy and pick up the next quest that's right next to him, which is to pray at a shrine. That takes only a moment to go up some steps. Now, word about some of the auto paths around here. Some quests do not give you auto paths, and some quests give you some bad auto paths. All right, let's turn into quests here real quick. These are actually pretty good. You're getting some contribution. A lot of them actually give more than this. You might be getting some items that you need for some of the other daily quests. You're, of course, getting skill and combat XP. You're getting some silver bars. This one actually gives some spirit dust, which is kind of nice. A lot of the quests here don't actually give you any of the skill or combat XP, but they do make up for that with the amount of contribution points that you'll get. Okay, so this guy here gives you a quest. You can see the little arrows kind of pointing out in different places because there's a whole bunch of shrines around. Now, the funny thing is you'll notice that the default path that it gives you kind of leads you up to this tall one here when there's just one right there, which is where I'm going to go. And it doesn't take you long to kind of get your way around. You just kind of go up these stairs here, and there's your shrine. You will have to dismount to be able to use it. Pray at your pagan shrine. All right, we'll jump back on this one here. And go right back down to that guy. And then we'll start picking up the rest of the quests. So to basically work my way through this town, more or less from one way to the other. And then I do the stuff that's actually outside and in the area. All right. So that's done. We're going to go up these stairs. There's 2 people giving quests. So the first one's going to be the, not the one I want. I want the kid. I guess it's a kid. And you'll go look for the sheep later. It's like one of the last things I'll do. But this lady here wants a straw basket. And that's why I stick one in my inventory, so I don't have to do one of the little quests later that actually give it to you as a reward. I'll get that one, of course, but I'll just stick it back in the bank when I'm done. So that takes care of that. All right, we're going to just kind of run across here and leap over to this little tapestry area here as I crash on my horse. Wow, face planted into the wall there for you. All right, that was lovely. And she's the one who wants the yarn. Blah, 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 blah. She wants 3 of these little yarn things, and she actually gives you a little Thuja plank, so I guess I didn't really need to get that out of the bank. Um, all right, did I turn that in? Yes, I did. Okay, see, I spam that so quick that I sometimes lose my place. All right, great. I'll leave the horse where he's at for now. We're going to climb up into this little restaurant here and talk to this guy. He's the one that needs the llama meat. Spam away on that R key. Yep. And see, notice he doesn't give you the skill of the combat, but he gives you a little bit of gathering. He restores some energy, which is kind of nice. And he's the one that actually gives you the straw basket. To see the way I run this, I would have to now backtrack, and I don't want to do that. But like I said, pretty decent contribution XP here. All right, so that one's done. Moving right along, we're going to go talk to this lady down here who's going to give you one of the quests where we'll leave the city and actually go outside for a little bit. So we'll pick that up later. And then run over to the food guy. And I haven't really done these. This one takes you pretty far away. I don't remember. I think this one does too. So I'm not going to worry about those ones for right now. What I do want from this guy is a shop. I need 1 unit of high quality wine. I need 5 units of dark beer, and I need some regular beer, which I already have tons of because that's what I feed my workers. And then we're going to talk to the blacksmith. He's going to give you 2 quests. All right, so here we're going to give him the beer, the dark beer, and the fine wine. And he gives you some parts for the, I can't remember what it's called, Dragon Slayer, which I will probably never use. All right, great. So that one's done. The next quest to get is for these boxes over here. You'll take one of these boxes back up to the blacksmith. But since we're here, we're going to talk to this crazy kid over here with the wood sword. He's the one who wants that Thuja plank. So he gives you some contribution and some processing experience. Great. Go ahead and grab this, and you'll notice it'll pick up an auto path that actually works pretty good, although it kind of will hook around into that um, area there. So I'll just go ahead and divert and we'll give this to him. And I'll go ahead and turn that into that guy. Here's your box. Okay. Gives you another Thuja plank, and it gives you some contribution experience. So like I said in the other video about the Calphian quest, between this and the Calphian quest, I'm pretty much going to pick up a contribution point. Let's take a quick look at these. There's the safe path. So you have to go to the Tashira ruins and kill quite a few monsters, which is why I don't really bother with that one on a daily basis. And the other one is, oops, not that one. This one here, I'm trying to remember. He wants some ingredients or something. So the safe path, let's show you where it is on the map. Okay, kind of goes back past the Garmouth area and down into this area here. These things are really easy to kill, and there's tons of them. The problem is you have to kill 700 of them. By the way, there is pretty sure there's a Marnie Stone thing associated with this one. Yeah, that's right. Rakitoshi's over there. There's some quests over there. Actually, I already did all those. There might be another repeatable quest there. And with the Marnie Stone, you can get a 500, maybe a 250, and fill those up. Get a little extra experience. And then the other one was trying to find it here. Oh, that's a daily over at Crescent Shrine. We'll get around to that one of these days. Special quest. What was the quest called again? I don't remember. No, it's the only one. Make me a safe path. Oh, see, I thought he had another repeatable. Let's go ahead and drop that and take one more look. Okay. Yeah, take me to the land of the desert. It's another repeatable. Oh yeah, Valencia, wonderful. Let's see. Oh, okay. Zero town. What do you want me to do? Well, let's go find out. Let's go take a look here. And over elder tree plywood, 200 units of elder tree plywood. It's the red tree lumps, which of course I have like a ton of, probably several hundred at any rate. What do we get for it? Well, we get a mysterious. This isn't too bad actually. And if I was heading over that way where I was going to do elder trees, and I really felt like getting 200 units of them, I probably would. And on the other hand, it doesn't say here that you have to chop the trees yourself. So this might be one of those things where, oh, wrong guy. Sorry, that was the wrong button there. Do I have 200 elder tree in my storage here? Let's see. Elder, 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 elder. 21 years. Oh, because I'm not actively dealing with elder tree timber. But, if it might be worth actually opening a node for with some of these. Oh, he wants plywood. Oh, goodness. So that's like what? Five timber makes five planks, and five planks makes plywood. So 25. You basically need 1,000 pieces of timber. Okay, see, and that's why I remember I don't ever bother with this one because it just takes too damn long. Now I might gather that, and I might use this guy later. So like I said, I just use him for those food items in his shop so I could do the blacksmith quest. All right, that's enough on that crap. Let's go over here and talk to this guy, and we're going to take a box over to an Imperial delivery guy. Back up a little bit there, pick up that box, and we're going to wander down the stairs to the left. Drop that. Now, this guy also gives you a quest to give another box somewhere else. So I will use I bought a trade item first. He says, oh, there's some delay, whatever, I don't care. Let's go ahead and pick up the other quest from here. Now, before I pick up that box and go out that gate down there, I'm going to run over here real quick to this guy. And the skill instructor gives you this really easy quest, and he actually gives you rough stone or just logs as a reward. And basically, you can see how there's some little lines here telling you this stuff. I just always go to this one because it's close, and you just bang on it and run back. So you're repairing it with a hammer that you don't have in your inventory. So that's nice. So again, we'll turn that in, get some of the goodies, and now we'll go ahead and pick up that box right there. And we're going to head outside. This gate looks like it's auto-pathing for us, so I will probably just go ahead and take that. Alrighty. Wish I could make it run faster. Can't play with firecrackers, going to burn this place down. All right, there's our Imperial delivery over here. Drop that. Talk to her. There's a trade item. Take her stuff. Give me my stuff. Whatever. Okay, now we're ready to go ahead and grab our horse. Flip on him, and while I'm here, oops, let's go ahead and recover him real quick. Okay, because it's been a little while. And we want to go to, oh, well, on our way over there, we're actually going to pick up another quest, which I think is over here. I always get mixed up a little bit in this area for some reason. It's just kind of hate this area. Yeah, there it is. All right. So basically, down the road from this other node manager here, this lady, she's got some quests where you fill up a bottle of water. It's uninspiring. I'm going to go ahead now and talk to this guy. He's going to give you another Pray at a Shrine quest. Close enough to activate him there. All right, got that. And there's a shrine right there. Remember, whenever you do these, and there's 3 of them, you have to actually dismount to be able to use the shrine. And then we'll run back. And we're actually going to leave the horse there because I have one more of these shrine quests just down the street. So it's just easier, and I'll pick that up in a minute. All right, jump down here, down there. right over here to this dude. It's kind of funny, you know, they create these little shrines here. And they give you a quest to do the same thing, but you can't use the one they're at, which is kind of stupid. Instead, they give you all these other choices. You kind of run up the stairs, but ultimately you end up having to jump and kind of parkour your way up there. So I just kind of run around the corner. All right, now we're going to leap on our horse and we're going to go turn this into that guy. We'll just auto path down there because that kind of just takes me right to him, kind of, sort of. Okay, not very well. Still have to kind of right up there just a little bit. Turn that in. Great. Now we're going to go over to the next quest. That's across the bridge. Talk to this kid. And the nice thing about that one is that is actually the turn-in point. Too bad it's getting dark now. So there's like a little stone thing. By the way, be careful here. If your horse does not have caution, you could take a pretty good tumble down the cliff there. All right, we're done with that guy. Go back up the stairs. And we're going to hang a right, left, whatever. You're the right. We're going to go across and look for a path to the right. It's just past these stones, kind of between these two columns here. And then we're going to follow that path a little bit around. And then when you get here, you'll just start to see that there's some wheelbarrows with potatoes in them. Guess what? That's the next quest. You're going to talk to this goblin over here. He's going to give you a quest to bring him a wheelbarrow load of potatoes, even though it's just right around the corner from him. But he's a goblin. He's kind of weak. Probably can't carry all this stuff. I like this wheelbarrow quest the best out, I think, all the wheelbarrow quests around because it's just short. All right. Get our stuff. I could call it a wagon. It's a wheelbarrow. Now we're going to leave the horse here because I'm going to go talk to this guy in a cornfield. And he's going to give you a quest which has a few different components to it. And the first one is going to be to take a box to his friend as a guard just down the path here. So there's that quest. So there's two more over here in this area. So we're going to go over to that guard. You can see the little icon there with the blue around it. And the soldier, we're going to say, hey, it's a gift. He's like, wonderful. Now, that's not the only turn-in. You got to give him some milk, too. So we're going to talk to this guy here. He gives us two quests. Okay, we're not going to read the details. I'm just going to tell you what they are. First one is to milk a cow. Oh, I hate how the big, hey, you have a new quest, it goes right in the middle of the screen, so it's easy to miss. I'm going a little faster than I normally do. Okay, there we go. Let's milk this guy. Alternating between your mouse keys. There we go. We got our milk. Come on, get up. All right, there we go. Talk to him. Give him the milk. Okay, that's the first quest. He's got one more that we're going to do here. But before we do that, we're going to talk to this guy because he wants some milk that we just got from the last quest. And the funny thing is you give him milk, and then he gives you back some milk. He also gives you a fair amount of by the way, always take milk. Don't take corn. You can get corn from a node. Um, it's a waste getting it from him. Now, the other thing we have to do is there's a cow here that's part of that last quest we got to do down here with the guy who gave you the milk quest in the first place. And for that, we need to gather some corn. We have to gather corn. We have to hand over corn to that cow, and we have to lead that cow painstakingly back to that last guy. All right, there we got the corn. And we talked to this cow here. Moo, whatever. Now, this one here, you can't get too far ahead. It's really slow. If you do, he'll just stop where he's at. Fortunately, he doesn't return to his original location. You can get close enough and he'll just start walking again. But it does take a little while to kind of get him over there. Yeah, he's a cow. Cows are actually a lot faster than this. If you've ever seen a cow in real life, they can run. Maybe this was too full of milk and corn. here. So there's a guy right over there. And of course, you know, it's you're not going to make it easy. I actually have to go around. I think I pray into a bunch of rocks there to get him turned in. Now, after this one, so I'm waiting for him to kind of come up here, this is where we're going to do this quest to find this lost sheep. And you'll notice that there are one, two, three places he could show up. I always find him right here. So I never find him here. I never find him there. I always find him right here by the stream. So that's where we're going to go next. Is he coming? Did it go too far? Oh, there he is. He's clipping through the stuff over there. And we'll just go park ourselves right over here. All right, here we are. Now there's one quest in here where you are required to actually fish and catch a particular kind of fish. Okay, good. We got more milk. Run up here. We're going to go ahead and call our horse and set our destination. And I'm just going to gallop over there real quick. And he's usually the guy that's like right there by the beam of light. Oh, wow, I clipped in there funny. All right. He's one of these. There he is. Remy. Remy? I can't read that. Whatever. Check the right ankle. Now this one has to be turned into the quest giver, which is in the middle of town. Before we do that, we're going to go back up towards town and we're going to pick up the last quest that's outside of town. And that's down by the fishing spot that's over here. Oh, wrong place. Sorry. Stupid horse. Back up this way just a little. There it is. We go down this little path here. And you'll usually find some folks fishing right there. Talk to this guy. He wants you to catch a Korean loach or something. The nice thing about this fish is unlike some of the other fish quests where you have to catch like a rare, this one's a common. So this should not take very long. You know what, I should have put my fishing outfit on, but it probably doesn't really matter. Usually you get them pretty quick. So if I got things to do, I might go AFK and then I'll pick it up when I get back. If I'm in a hurry, I will actually actively fish this. So I should be getting a fish icon here pretty quick. Yeah, a little float out there. Just waiting for the fish icon. Should be any time now because I do fish pretty quick. You know, after this one, I'm going to put my. If I don't get it this time, I'm going to put my fish outfit on. All right, let's see what we get. And that is a Korean loach. Sweet. Awesome. Get my sword back on. I hate how I have to keep popping that on. Good. Talk to him. Now notice he gives you a 400 experience contribution point. Absolutely worth doing, especially if you're going to AFK fish here for a while. I will, you know, maybe do something for 15, 30 minutes, come back. I always have one by then. But there's another fishing spot I'd much prefer to use than that one anyway. This is a place where you could potentially get ganked at during a guild war or some jerk. So I generally don't fish there. And you'll see what that is because there's one last quest that we're going to pick up there. Okay, so we're going to go in here. We're going to turn this quest in real quick. That was kind of towards where we started at, right there. Now this guy gives you bracken as a quest reward. One of the early quests that he gives you, I think it's, if I remember right, it's him, or it might be the cook. You have to cook this into something. There's some value in just cooking it in general, so I tend to stockpile it because I could sell it on the auction house. I don't remember what it does because I don't care. Nothing I really use. Okay, there's our last quest right here. I'll get off my horse, not talk to these kids. Okay, so he's going to have you go up and tell some kid to stop making fun of his hair. Violence is an answer. Sometimes it is the answer. All right, so this kid's right up here, really easy to find. He's peeping down through the grate here. At what you might ask? Well, we can go down here and take a quick look. Oh, look, it's a bunch of women in the hot spring. I actually tried to fish in here once just for the hell of it. It doesn't work. It would have been cool if it did. All right, so we're going to go out of here, and that's it. That's the end of all the quests. I did want to show you, though, that this is the fishing spot that a lot of people generally use because it is a safe zone. And usually there's a pretty good amount of fish in here. There's a lot more fishers here than usual, but still abundant. So that's a great place to fish. Hell of a lot better than going to Heidel, where it's all tapped out. And yeah, good stuff. All right, let's get the sword back on. And we'll also have to put my little thing there. You have to do that every time you swap out your weapon, which is really annoying. And that's also annoying when I fall off the stairs there. And then we're going to turn this crap in. Over to the bank. All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and turn in the yarn. And we will turn in the Thuja plank, bowl, and the Dragon Slayer weapon bundle. And that's it. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change up my currency here. Don't really get a whole lot of silver out of these ones. Not like the ones in Calpheon that get me over 2 million. This you can see a lot less. But you get a lot of contribution experience, which you don't get in Calpheon. And then also we're going to stop here. And this is where I'm dropping off my weeds that I got, the bracken, and the corn, and the milk, and the stone, because I like to use this as a kind of my remote bank because I can access this anywhere. And later on, when I get back to Calpheon, some of these items will end up in the bank there, like the milk and such. Um, a lot of stuff, like I tend to keep my alchemy materials, dried fish I use for pet feed. That's the only thing I use it for. I keep a good stockpile going so I don't have to fish it when I need it. Um, I keep my black stones in here. I keep any gathering tools that I have, I keep here. Um, alchemy stuff, some of the potions and things like that. And then other things that I might be waiting to dump on the auction house at some point. And the nice thing about that is no matter where I'm at, if I need something, I can always call up my maid here and have them go grab something for me. Or, of course, there's marketplace directors all over the place, and it's really easy for me to get stuff. And then I leave the bigger, bulkier stuff in a few different places. All right, I think that is it. I think I'm done there. We'll take that back to Calpheon. That's where I store all of those. And now I'm going to go and do some other stuff. So yeah, hopefully that was a little helpful for you. Those are the daily quests that are really worth and easy to get done, um, and not the other ones that the cook has, since those are going to take you a long time to be able to accomplish.